Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Leo, and this is one that I'm happy to do because I still like this game. I'm still trying to advocate for it, still got a lot of hopes for it, but after that last update, it seems like the game got a little more broken. And the quick play, from what I heard, was always messed up, but I think it's even worse now because, as you'll see in this video, I literally loaded into the same quick play instance, and it didn't matter if I changed the difficulty. I got loaded into that same instance, and that mission would not progress any further. Enemies just kept spawning, and while I was playing, people just kept quitting, and new players kept joining until they realized that there was no progress, so they quit out. And this actually happened to me 5 times before my recording. It was so bad that I just decided that I have to record this. And hopefully BioWare sees this because I know people are writing them a lot on social media, their Twitter handles and all that kind of stuff. But maybe they need to also see what's going on. So hopefully you guys share this video. I don't want to go on too long, but you know what? While I'm still here, I'm going to talk about a few other things in the game that it could be a lot better, especially with the Division 2 coming out. I feel like a lot of people are going to be switching because they're going to be tired of patch after patch after patch. It shouldn't be like this. We shouldn't have to be waiting to fix the game post-launch with so many patches within a month. That's crazy, man. But this is what gaming has come to nowadays. And even though the game is fun, I just feel like it's time to let BioWare know. I've really held out for this game. And I still watch a lot of videos of people saying a lot of positives, and they keep talking about, yeah, this is coming, and the new patch, and the devs are answering the players, and they're saying, yeah, we hear your concerns, and we're going to be fixing this, and we're going to... Man, it's too much at this point. Like, sometimes you just got to be real. Like, the game is pretty bad. It's hard for me to say that because I wanted to love this game so much, but at this point, it's just crazy. Like, this is just ridiculous. This is a slap in the face to the consumers. I'm going to leave the first part of the loading screen so you guys can see how still very long it is, even though they try to give you solutions as far as switching over to SSD. I've done that, and I also have the game as a digital copy. And after the day 1 patch or any other patch after that, nothing has helped the loading time, so it's still very bad, and that really takes you out of the game. And sometimes you just feel like you want to turn it off. I still don't like the difficulty scaling in this game. It's kind of ridiculous, and at times you feel like, how much stronger do I need to be before I stop getting completely one-shotted. Another thing is, it's so bad when you get a weapon and you try it out, then you realize, I don't really like this, but you can't switch until you get out of the mission or expedition or whatever completely and go back to the forge, which is, more loading time. So I've put enough time into this game that I just want to get to, right now I'm level 24, I just want to get to 30 just to see what it's like. I mean, I'm a bit of a completionist to a certain point, and I just want to get my hands on some of the masterwork weapons and legendary weapons just to see how much better the game may feel, especially since the last update was intended to fix a lot of the weapon inscriptions and make them more viable to that specific weapon. But as it stands, I never give games ratings or anything like that. Mostly I would just talk about the game and what I like and what I don't like. But this game would be, on a scale from 1 to 10, a 6. And that's just because of the slight potential that it has. I feel like this is a beta or a test game that we got. It's not complete, and they're setting it up for the second game, which they're expecting to rake in a lot of cash because of this one. There's a lot of people that still like it, and they still like the gameplay, and they like what the game could be, but the game is not good. So this is what they do, and people still buy it anyway. But you know what? BioWare's track record has been so bad lately that even if they come out with an Anthem 2, I think the sales are going to be not as good as they may expect, no matter how much they hype it, because people are going to be very cautious this time. They're not going to take any chances. They're going to wait it out to see what all the reviewers say. Okay, so one other thing that's stupid in this game, it's why do we have sniper rifles? There's no type of stealth in this game. You can't even crouch in this game. You can't get behind cover. And I hate the enemies that just hit you no matter where you are. Like when you go against a Titan, it does not matter. There's 4 of you. It doesn't matter where you stand. Somehow his fireballs will just magnetize directly to you and hit you. I'm not saying that it's impossible to dodge. It's just extremely hard, probably way too hard. So, that makes me realize, and I'm literally coming to this realization as I'm speaking to you now, is that this game wants you to be level 30. It wants you to get to the end game level before you can even feel any type of power at any point in the game. The perfect example is if you play this game on easy, it's way too easy. If you play it on normal, it's still too easy. But if you play it on hard, it just completely jumps to like ridiculousness, especially if you play a stronghold. It's going to be one shots all day. And I don't care if strongholds are end game level content. They should be difficult, but it should also scale with the difficulty. I can understand Grandmaster 1, 2, and 3 being like crazy hard, but if it's on a hard difficulty and my gear score is like well over 350, why am I still getting one-shotted so much? I feel like I'm just hiding behind a rock. Can't crouch behind it, but I'm just standing behind this rock until my shield goes up and I'm shooting. I barely get hit by one bullet. Boom, my whole shield goes down and I'm behind this rock again. I'm just pinned down. It's stupid. Even though there was a lot of people out there down in this game, I was one of those that actually try to be very optimistic and try to stick by the developers and just wait to see what they could do. And I know the game has only been out a little over a week now, but I still have to say this because BioWare keeps making promises of fixes that I really don't see. So I'm really curious to see the state of the game in May when they have this big Cataclysm event planned. I'm really curious to see how much the game will progress, if any. I really don't think it'll be any better. That doesn't mean that I hope it won't be. I just have to stay critical and hope the fanboys don't attack me. So all I have left to say is this game is very enjoyable if you play with your friends, and that's about it. It controls very well, but everything else is bad, from the story to the user interface. I just had to point out how bad the quick play is, and I forgot to mention that this is actually supposed to be the best way of leveling. So that's it for me. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think about the game, any other complaints that you have, and if you've been experiencing the same quick play glitch as I am. And don't forget to leave a like. This is your boy Leo, and I'm out. Peace.